Yeah, my friend, I'm a big deal. I'm if you tell you. Yeah, we're kinda important.
Good morning, and welcome to our regular family.
Oh yeah, I'm a big deal. Me and my friends are some big deals. Okay.
Foes and friends around the capital and the world. Happy bank holiday. Very,
it's like you have the prime minister,
lovely,
and then you
hopefully
have
a peaceful carnival in Notting Hill. Yes, welcome to our regular family.
4.0 and the great point of rich, and we never cheat or copy if you get it. You know you have your dreams and nobody can stop it. Just walk out, but some blank pen say I'm a big deal, very big deal, I'm a big deal.
Okay,
yeah, we're kinda important, very.
Hopefully, you know, again, nice,
I'm a big deal.
very lovely, peaceful Sunday bank holiday, and also elect bank holiday. But they got my name. They were guys that kept me like them.
This one is all about self-worth. So big up your chest and stand proud and don't matter about nobody. No man no more than no man on this earth. So whether you walk or you a drive car, I tell if you're white or black like tar, me feel good in yourself, you're a star. Push up on no one and tell all the haters I'm a big deal. You're my friend, I'm a big deal.
All lovely and peaceful and nice.
Yeah, we're kinda important.
But so many things happening around.
Oh yeah, I'm a big deal. And my friends are some big deals.
In London, in the United States.
Very important.
In the Gambia. We're gonna do a tour, a roundup of all those bits and pieces of info and gossip. Some of them are just gossips. But before we do that, first, we thank all our Facebook friends, our YouTube subscribers, and those people, you know, the small amount of followers on Spreaker, on Twitter. Thank you. We'll follow you and get close to you. And this goes out to all those people out there who are taking their time, their energy, their money, their efforts to see freedom and justice to be the talk of the day or the agenda. We'll leave you with this tune of our own Gambian artist. This is making me laugh, yeah? Our own Gambian artist, he goes by the name of the one and only Simply Cool, Mr. Musti Javang, Mr. Simply Cool. And he goes like this on Sunday Straight Talk on Amur Regular FM, and it goes like this.
If you're not ready for this revolution, Mrs. Step the sound. Hear me now. Yeah, duling and you were on. When I'm only do Jadal, yeah. 6 months and you were on. Then, God, then, duling and you were on. When I'm only do Jadal, yeah. 6 months and you were on. Then, God, then, Luparas, These Jama Dukarekana fit no boy. Amola banko kang Dukarekana fit no boy. Amola banko kang boy la fita muye boy ni. Wimba rakatakata. Boy la fita muye boy ni. Wimba rakatakata. Reumide nyunyo koboka. Kena munu kofe hanya. Dulinga nyuhon. Boy amoni dujadaria ya. 6 months nga you were on. Then God, then Luparas. Dulinga you were on. Boy amoni dujadaria ya. 6 months nga you were on. Then God, then Luparas. Din ningol koi alfa lule. Woi ali bondi. Musolu koi ke malule. Ya ali bondi. Alfa liko itingole. Ali bondi. on, buny hamoli do chadaliya. 6 months nga you on, then God lubarak. Duling nga you on, buny hamoli do chadaliya. 6 months nga you on, then God lubarak. The people them must suffer every day. Frustration and drive them a back way. Enough of them a go astray. God them tired of living a misery. Duling and you on, buny hamoli do chadaliya. 6 months and you on, then God lubarak. Duling and you on, buny hamoli do chadaliya. 6 months and you on, then God lubarak. Duling and you on, buny hamoli do chadaliya. 6 months and you on, then God lubarak. Dukarekana fit no way. Amola banko kang. 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 God lubarak.
Yes, then 6 months. That's right. That's right. You had it there from Simply Cool, our own Gambian artist. Simply Cool, Simply Cool. No. Don't bring any of that here. Come on. What's that? Come on. You're listening to Amuragal FM. You're listening to Amuragal FM. Yes, you had it there. From Simply Cool, our own DJ. Duli did it. It's not that. By Musti Jabang. Yeah. I don't know if I should call him an oncoming artist or a maestro or a singer or a DJ. But, you know, he's got something there. Something very strong. And if we try to analyze the content of his lyric, it makes sense. These people came into power in 94, 22nd of July, by a military coup, and promised the Gambian people they'll just be there for 6 months. It's just a transition government. They will hand power to its people, power to the Gambian people. But after 6 months, they increased it to 2 years. After 2 years, the man decided to step down from or resign from the military or take the uniforms off and becoming a civilian president for just him to stay in power forever. What a twist. What a turn. So all the supporters of Yahya Jammeh out there, try to think deep about this. And also, if you listen to the lyrics, it's telling you there can be everybody, the country belongs to every single Gambian, it belongs to Gambia. Then if one person comes to power and rule for over 20 years, come on. We live in the 21st century for crying out loud. For those of you or us living in the West, we've seen the transition government, how the succession plan is in place, how governments are replaced or political parties are replaced from power. Why do we allow in this 21st century to be so retarded, to be so behind of what's happening in the world? It's a global world. We use the same internet. We use the same medias. Why we, right now, this 21st century, living behind, let's say far behind us, 100 years behind, and we're ignoring all that. We're still supporting Jammeh. We're still arresting people for Jammeh. We're still killing people for Jammeh. Come on. If you live in the United Kingdom, you live in Europe, you live in America, you live in Asia, you live in Austria, you live in Australia, Asia, India, anywhere. We see governments come, we see governments go. And the same thing should happen in our lands, in our countries. Why do we allow one man to come and rule? And in some instance, we try and even relate or turn those people into kings or people of, special gifts or people with talents. This is the betrayal of the century. I will call it the betrayal of the century by Yahya Jammeh. Why? Because, excuse me, if he'd come from a rich family, a rich background, and then suddenly try to cling into power and try to live a flamboyant and wasteful lifestyle, one couldn't understand, because that's what he knew. That's what he was born in. He had a silver spoon. He was born with a silver spoon in his mouth. But that wasn't the case. Yahya Jammeh and the APRC government were allowed to come to power simply because people could relate to them. Poor people, local people, the day-to-day people could relate to that group of 5 people who took power, so-called quote-unquote, who took power or wanted to salvage the country and give it back to its rightful owners. But those people turned out to be the worst enemies of that country. Those people turned out to be the worst thieves, the worst corrupted people, the worst connived people, the worst evil people. If you come from a poor background, people allow you, they give you the chance, they trust you, they can relate to you, because they know you know their plight. Who knows it feels it. Who feels it knows it. Because they know you have lived or you are living the same life as they do. And your promises were to reinstate rule of law, transparency, accountability. But there's no accountability as we speak. There's no transparency in anything Yahya Jammeh does or in anything the government do in the Gambia and in many, many, many African countries. And they want to cling on to power for the rest of their life, hopefully hand it over to their children or to their relatives or who they please. So it's about time for people to realize we're living in the 21st century and one man should not come and kidnap you, deprive you from your human rights, from your basic rights, and still you so-called sukofa yala mo kofa tek. Sukofa nehed na kofa gene. Yala tegut kofa dara. It's not God. And most of those people, Nyinga Hamne, they will tell you God mo kofa tek. Those people don't even believe in God. As per se, why I'm saying they don't believe in God, because look, God wa du lol lañ dee def, du lol lañ dee toppa, because God bugut fen, te yow yaa ngi fen pour dimbale ki nga xam ne yow sa xam nga ne si sa biir xol, this person is an evil person, this person lu mu def is not right, mu ngay rey ay people, mu ngay rey ay doomi aadama for no good reason. Munge tej ay doomi Adam for no good reason, because of his own simple, inferiority complex and his own insecurity. Munge tej ay niti left, right, center. You are sitting there still supporting that man, killing people for him, raping people for him, imprisoning people for him. You can go to bed and call yourself a Christian or call yourself a Muslim. And that's why I'm saying those people don't even believe in God. Because if you believe in God, you're going to try and live your life according to the teachings of the books you believe or the religion you follow. So we're going to leave you with some, hopefully,